What? What? He did a... Generic intro to theduckgoesmoo here, back with some more Death Battle reactions. Today we have Nightwing versus Daredevil. I've never heard of Nightwing before. I've actually seen the Daredevil movie from many years ago. Like, I had it on DVD. It's that long ago. You want to check my reaction to the last one, which was Optimus Prime versus Gundam? I'll leave it right up there. Also, link down below in the description. I'll also be in a playlist on my channel with all them other Death Battles. You're going to check that out. The next one's going to be episode 100, Mario versus Sonic. I'm super looking forward to that, as well as Thanos versus Darkseid, which I know a lot of people are looking forward to that one. But today we have Nightwing versus Daredevil. My current record is 42-29. I got the last one wrong. Shout out to the patrons down below. Thank you. The video is a day early and allow me to not have a paywall on the channel. And my insane patrons have a chance to win a signed duck, which I should be doing that drawing here very soon. So definitely check that out if you want to get on this month's chance to win a signed duck. I'm only doing that in 2021, so definitely check out the Patreon. Just support it if you want to. If you can't support it, leave us a comment down below, like the video, or subscribe, or anything like that. I would greatly appreciate that. I love you all, and thank you so much for clicking on the videos. Let's go ahead and jump into Nightwing versus Daredevil, though. I know that Daredevil's blind. I don't know about Nightwing. Includes fair promotion.
You know, we have an all-new Death Battle tee. If you guys like the way it looks, and you want to pick one up, just click the link in the description below.
That's something I would wear. I need to make t-shirts. What is the people in the background doing? Whatever. My current record is 42-29. I got the last one wrong. I've actually seen the Daredevil movie.
Fly through the sky or
I'm sorry, that's a
buildings
flying
over
dog.
their head. It takes
I don't know
a
if
lot
Dark
more than a
Knight
pair of
is.
tights for a mere mortal to stand out from the crowd.
But
sure about
these
that.
guys have it covered.
Nightwing, the original protege of Batman.
And
Oh, is that why he
Daredevil,
kind of
Marvel's
looks like
man
him?
without fear. He's Wiz and I'm
Vision.
Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win.
Yeah, he is
death
blind, right?
battle.
Oh, and this is a live-action Death Battle as well. I forgot about that.
In modern times,
That's
the
cool.
questionable whimsies of the circus are all but dead.
And good riddance, because the world doesn't need any more clowns.
Or
Yet in
animals
its heyday,
in
few
captivity.
performances could top the trapeze mastery of the Flying Graysons.
Well, until
The
a
Flying
mobster
Graysons?
cut their cord
That's
on life
one of the
short.
Nightwings.
Literally.
Someone told me that.
But they had a son, young yet just as talented as them.
Noah?
Orphaned and alone, all seemed hopeless for Dick Grayson.
Dick
Until
Grayson.
he scored the
Dick.
coolest foster dad in the friggin' universe. The goddamn Batman.
Oh.
And under the Cape Crusader,
Noah
Dick
Grayson's
wasn't
a
just a
race car
son,
driver, my bad.
he was a sidekick, a superhero. He was Robin.
Oh, so he was
Until
Robin
wasn't.
first? I'm sorry, he punched Batman?
You got knocked the f out, man!
That's
Robin
a Friday
spent
reference.
many years kicking bad guys around the back alleys of
Richard
Gotham
Dick.
City with his new dad. Who could
5'10",
forget the
175.
time he crushed Blockbuster under a truck, or when
What do
he
you mean
whipped out
Blockbuster?
that shark
At the store?
repellent?
The
Never
shark
leave
repellent.
home without it, kids.
But then Batman
Buck-
suddenly
buckwheat
realized, you
pancakes?
know what?
Buckwheat.
Bringing kids into battle is actually a bad idea.
Oh,
so he
you
fired
thought?
him, and then
you
promptly
get
forgot
fired?
this little revelation.
Holy time to update the resume, Batman.
And he was
Probably
killed
for the
by the
best,
Joker?
though. I mean, come on.
Training
The
that
kid
Bruce
didn't
did?
even have a proper pair of pants. What's your
Oh.
problem, Bruce? Whoa!
Whoa.
The mouth on this one.
Actually, it was
He's
for
allowed
the
to say
best,
that?
though not in the way Batman hoped. Inspired by a story of an ancient Kryptonian superhero,
Nightwing and
Dick took to the
Flamebird?
streets by himself with a brand new uniform and a brand new name. From then
Why have I
on,
never
he
heard
would
of
be
him?
known as Nightwing.
But he's still a hero, right? I'm guessing he's a hero
Gotta hand
because
it
he's
to
beating up
Bats. He
guys
sure
that
knows
look
how
bad.
to mold a kid into a criminal-crushing
Master 10 martial
machine
arts.
with expertise in taekwondo, ninjutsu, aikido, and a bunch
Ninjutsu,
of other
of course.
styles. Nightwing is one of the finest
Whoa.
martial artists in comic book history.
No
And he's,
doubt helped
like,
by his
still young.
world-class acrobatic skills. He is one of only
That's
3
dangerous.
people on Earth who are capable of performing a quadruple
the other two?
flip.
And between the
are the
fancy
other two?
schooling he got at Hudson U and being a founding
Hudson.
member of the Teen Titans, he's
I'm
got
sorry, is that
brains
older
and brawn,
Starfire?
Plus a
Excuse
whole
me?
lot of weapons.
Nightwing's suit is lightweight, bulletproof, and makes virtually no
Mover?
sound when moving. The blue colors
Oh,
even turn
it's like
black
Black
while in the
Panther.
dark. His mask features a holographic UI complete with night vision
And then
and a
waves
spectral
back to
analyzer.
Cinder.
He's rocking utility belts on his
Original
wrists
Omega?
and ankles full of lockpicks, smoke pellets, and staples that are so strong they can support the weight of a freaking helicopter.
He
That's
also carries a
incredibly
rebreather,
impressive.
grapple gun, and wingdings.
That weird
Wingdings.
alien font with all the
Yeah,
shapes? Oh,
that
I'll
only Caboose
figure out
speaks.
your secret one day, Wingdings.
No,
Does
no,
anybody
more
know
like the
wingdings?
batarangs or thrown shurikens. The standard wingdings are extremely sharp, but he also carries dual
What?
ultrasonic and explosive variants.
But let's get to the good stuff.
So he's just like Batman,
two
just
screaming
not
sticks.
as physically
That
strong.
are great for beating the shit out of people. And they'll be pretty shocked when they find out Nightwing has wired them with 50,000 volt tasers.
That's it?
Despite their
Just
falling out,
50,000?
Nightwing clearly remains inspired by the gadgets and skills of his baddie mentor.
Punch through a brick wall?
And he's put them to good use.
He's strong enough to punch people through solid walls and smash through a sheet of ice from underwater and hold back the 19,000 pounds per square inch bite force of an orca.
And while breaking a car window doesn't sound impressive, Nightwing's done so while the car was underwater and therefore pressurized. To pull this off, he needed to impact the glass with over 24,000 pounds per square inch.
He's quick enough to dodge point-blank gunfire, skilled enough to leap through the city while blindfolded, and tough enough to survive falling off a building.
Generally, any unsafe landing over 21 feet is guaranteed to break bone.
And Nightwing dropped 140 feet onto his butt, and he was fine. And we've all fallen on our tailbone. That shit sucks.
At one point, Nightwing spent 96 hours patrolling city streets looking for the criminal mastermind Two-Face, and an additional 5 or more hours collecting evidence. A 2010 study on sleep deprivation noted that 72 hours without sleep leads to a number of horrendous side effects, including hallucinations.
But when it was time to leap between blimps hundreds of feet in the air and give Two-Face the beatdown he deserved,
Two-Face, I've heard of him.
Tell Nightwing was in desperate need of a nap. And don't forget, he was trained by the #1 detective in the world.
Batman.
He's good enough to solve a kidnapping with a single look at the scene of a crime.
Even more impressive, he once performed a skydive at 930 miles per hour, which took all of 15 minutes.
Imagine falling for that long.
Around 25 miles high.
Why though?
Faster than the speed of sound.
Why did he do that?
Real-life Austrian athlete Felix Baumgartner performed a similar great leap from 24 miles up, hitting a maximum speed over 800 miles per hour. To pull this off,
I didn't realize
he
that
needed
was
a specialized suit to protect him from the extreme cold, unfiltered sunlight, and lack of oxygen. One mistaken movement could have put him into a rapid spin, rendering him unconscious and causing his blood to boil.
And Nightwing just did it without any of that. Damn.
He still has some equipment.
Tough, but he's had his fair share of losses. His scarred body is proof of that.
And eventually, him and Bats finally made up. He even took up the cowl himself when Batman was out for a while. Nightwing is one
pretending to be the
superhero
Batman?
who
I guess
always
Batman
come
is
out
like
on top,
All Might.
Along with his partners, Jim and Juan.
What?
I mean, it's right here in the intern's notes. Who's Jim and Juan?
Oh, that's the names these ladies gave his butt cheeks.
Oh.
What?
Well, guess you can't argue with the ass on that dick.
Robin?
No, stop. Stop.
I haven't used that
right
name
now.
in a long time. Call me Nightwing.
Wait, what Teen Titans is this?
Before he became the man without fear, Matthew Murdock was the son of a professional boxer named Battling Jack.
Sounds like a badass, but Jack actually boxed because it was the only thing he was good at, and he needed money to get his kid through school so that little Matt would have a better life than he did.
Is this from the movie I saw or not?
What a good dad. He's punching people for his kid.
Matt still trained in secret with his father's exercise equipment, molding himself into a powerful fighter and an expert acrobat. This new athletic ability would come in handy when he witnessed a blind man walking right in front of a speeding truck.
Feeling especially heroic that day, Matt dove in to push the guy to safety, but the truck crashed, sending some weird acid stuff flying all over
and it got into his eyes.
From that day forward, Matt was permanently blind.
Oh god, that's terrifying.
I can't see!
That's the only thing that happened to him?
Matt did not give up on the dream his father wanted. He earned his degree with flying colors and founded a law firm with his friend Foggy Nelson. Things were actually looking up for him.
Well, except for when his dad was killed by a mobster for ruining a rigged boxing match. Because you can't be a superhero unless you've lost your parents.
Matt was distraught. His world had come crashing down around him, and he couldn't even see it happen. But he could hear it, smell it,
mid-30s.
Yeah, because turns out that radioactive goop didn't just blind Matt, it gave him superpowers. So he dressed up like the devil himself and literally scared the mobster to death.
And so, Daredevil was born.
I don't remember much of the movie, I just remember like the subway scene or whatever.
Many blind people, particularly those born with it, experience a rewriting of the brain
Stan Lee's cameo.
senses. somewhat making up for their lack of sight.
Oh,
Something similar happened to Daredevil, except like 100 times greater.
His touch became so sensitive, he can tell when a person is close to him simply from the disturbance in the air. His ears can pick up the faintest of sounds, from the slightest movement of an enemy to the rising heartbeat of someone who's lying. His taste can detect each separate ingredient in any recipe, including poisons, and his nose can track you down like a bloodhound.
Who needs eyes when you can sense everything around you to the smallest detail?
So he's kind of like Spider-Man almost in a sense.
Blind powers as well as he does without the training under a super secret warrior named Stick. No relation.
Stick.
With Stick's help, Matt mastered several fighting styles, including ninjutsu, Krav Maga, and Kung Fu.
And get this, Stick has basically the same blind powers as Daredevil.
How?
Whoa.
Whoa.
Silk sheets.
Thanks to him, Matt learned how to hone his senses to know and maneuver through his surroundings even better than those with working eyes. He also learned how to tap into something called an atom-induced radar sense.
Like the thing the bats do when they bounce sound around to see in the dark or whatever?
Echolocation.
Sort of. That's sonar, or echolocation, and he can use it too. But thanks to his radioactive origins, Daredevil can actually emit electromagnetic energy waves from his body, which bounce off objects in his vicinity, painting a picture of his surroundings in his head. This means he doesn't even need sound to find and take down an opponent.
So he's got a ton of ways to make up for his eye problem, but he's also got some awesome gear to help him take out the bad guys. Like his devil suit that's bulletproof, shockproof, flameproof, and a perfect backup plan whenever he forgets to prep for a Halloween party.
For combat, he built a versatile weapon out of his most innocuous possession, a walking cane.
By day, he's a feeble blind man slowly tapping across the road. But by night, he whips out the horns and snaps his cane into a high-tech billy club.
The club houses a cable, hidden blades, a recording device, and exploding pellets.
It can even
that's all you can fit in that?
Man, where do I get one of these? You don't have to be blind, right?
No, but you shouldn't.
You don't have to be blind.
You already destroy everything without a super club.
Well, I'd need to practice to throw it as well as he does. You know how Captain America tosses his shield all over the place and it always seems to come back to him? Well, Daredevil does the exact same thing. And he can throw it hard enough to bust concrete. He's super strong. He can lift a 400-pound barbell and chuck it as casually as when I toss a beer away if it's time for a new one.
He's quick enough to deflect bullets with his billy club and skilled enough to bounce one back so it killed the man who fired it in the first place.
Bet that guy wasn't expecting that.
What?
It looks like he's firing a Glock, which has a muzzle speed of about 1,200 feet per second.
At just 20 feet away, Daredevil had to react within 17 milliseconds to avoid getting hit. And while he couldn't survive a shot to the head, he's powered through a heck of a lot when compared to the average human.
He's survived zaps from Electro, whose power can burn through metal. He's fallen multiple stories and walked away. Powered through a napalm explosion and been hit by a 5-foot bar swung by the Ox, who can tear through metal cages and lift more than 800 pounds.
Napalm explosion?
His keen control over his nervous system has also helped him resist
107 Yakuza members?
But his super senses are also his biggest weakness.
They may give him way more field awareness than most anybody else, but if his opponent knows how his powers work,
this is the subway scene I was talking about.
His senses with an extremely loud noise or a really bad smell. Like if you had a truckload of screaming skunks you could throw at him. That probably work,
man,
but even with
Nightwing can do that thing.
Is a fearsome foe for anyone who would face him, even if he can't.
Do I really think that's the fatal flaw?
His life of law and the crime fighting, and became a huge success on his own. Papa Boxer would be proud. I'm gonna kill you!
Are you sure about that?
Take your shot.
Oh man, I want to pick Daredevil. I want to. I really want to. But I don't know if Nightwing's the pulse thing that he can do is going to affect him because of his heightened senses. Hello, Blue Apron.
You've probably heard of Blue Apron, the leading meal kit
delivery
service in the US.
I've never used any of these meal delivery services.
But did you know about all the different kinds of delicious foods you can make? Like the honey chipotle glazed chicken with poblano and lime rice.
There's plenty to choose from,
pretty much
they
gadgets.
12 new recipes each.
Wait, why are they not no B-roll? It's literally just a page of Blue Apron. I'm trying to figure this one out. Oh man, I'm gonna go with Nightwing. I'm gonna go with Nightwing. I feel like the heightened senses is going to be his downfall. Okay, we're in a garage. Hey, it's a cord. I have one of those. Oh, my trunk doesn't open like that, though.
I know you're there. You can leave now, or I can drag you out. It's your choice.
Hi.
Ooh, I'm shaking in my boots. Especially looking at the Prince of Darkness.
Who are these actors?
That case over there is part of an investigation I've been working, so why don't you hand it over, and I'll get out of your horns. Is that a no, then?
I'm guessing that's a no. Just fighting in a garage. And of course, you're gonna have the effects. Oh, okay. Fuck that blind man. And he's able to dodge that. Love that. And that's when he realized it was to fight an ordinary person. They're both just punching each other. Well, I mean, they're both very trained in martial arts and stuff. If it wasn't for the the whole thing that he can like do, like gives people migraines, I would definitely pick Daredevil. But also the fact that he survived that drop and fell from space and all that. Do you prefer the live action fights or the animated ones? Let me know. Did he just break his arm? Did he just break his arm? I think so. Yeah, he probably just broke his arm. Or dislocated it or something. That was cool. Pretty sure I can do that. I like how all the cars behind them are Hondas. Why? Oh, yeah. He popped that right back in.
Better.
Better. Better. They both have, like, bulletproof suits, too. Wow. The effects are really cool, too. For a first live-action death battle, this is pretty good. Don't do that. Why are you gonna turn the lights off? That doesn't help you at all. That helps him. That helps Daredevil. Why would you do that? I get. Does he not know that Daredevil's blind? Oh man, he was also able to reflect the bullet. That means he's so fast. Yeah. I feel like he turned the lights out. That was his mistake.
I wish I could see the look on your face.
Me too.
Wait, what? Oh, is that... Yep, there's the thing I was talking about. There it is. Let's see if it is as big of a deciding factor as I thought it would be. I'm sorry. High five from Satan? That glove is really cool. Where can I get one?
See you in hell.
Oh, man. Well, I don't think he died. Or maybe he did. I got it right.
Was that live action? We can do that now?
This was possibly one of
yeah, the budget said so because of Blue Apron.
Despite lacking a true superhuman physique, both Nightwing and Daredevil were extremely skilled and deadly fighters.
Daredevil kind of was
superhuman. When it came to overpowering each other, they were pretty dead even. Sure, based on their previous feats, we can tell that Nightwing seemed a little stronger and more acrobatic, and Daredevil seemed a little quicker to react.
But these differences were extremely minimal. It's actually feasible that these two could pull off almost all the exact same feats.
Keyword being almost.
Almost.
Right. With such similar physical abilities, this really came down to their arsenal. Nightwing's gadgets and
Nightwing has
superpowers.
Batman gadgets.
At first glance, these could simply counter each other,
what,
making
43 and 29 now?
even again.
I'll take
For
that.
example, both could take advantage of the dark with night vision or super senses. But only one set was perfectly suited to actively disrupt the other.
Remember Nightwing's scanning mask? There's no way he couldn't notice those electro waves Daredevil's radar sense was sending everywhere. Even Mr. Magoo could have figured out something was weird
Who's Mr.
here,
Magoo?
let alone the guy trained by frickin' Batman. You know, the greatest detective in the world.
Through a little hand-to-hand action, Nightwing was certainly clever enough to recognize Daredevil's reliance to sound over sight, and had the perfect counter-weapon, the ultrasonic wingding.
Literally perfect. Sure, that's why I went with him.
Possible scenarios where Daredevil could have pulled off the win, but more times than not, Nightwing takes this thanks to his athletic skill, detective training, and high-tech gadgets.
Yeah, Batman gadgets, come on.
Was dare to wing it.
The winner is Nightwing.
Let me know if you agree or disagree in the comment section. It seems pretty clear-cut, or it seemed pretty clear-cut to me. The next one I think is going to be Mario and Sonic, which is going to be episode 100. I think there's also a little thing where it's like finally introducing Boomstick and Wiz or whatever. It's like 2 minutes long. I think I'm going to react to that one, and then also in the same video, the episode 100, which apparently after episode 100 things change, or maybe it's the start of the change.
Oh, this thing came off the camera when I was setting it up.
Look. Are you telling me every single time you've set up the camera, you've never taken the cap off?
Yes. Okay, so I guess finally introducing Wiz and Boomstick.
Thanks to Ismahawk for that awesome live-action fight.
Plus, we've got a new T-shirt. Hey, if you guys want to pick one up, just click that Shop Now button right over there.
Huh. Okay. So that's interesting. Definitely leave some comments up below because I read every single one of your comments. You all seem to leave a lot of them on the Death Battle videos, and I make sure to read each and every one of them. Yeah, Nightwing. I'd never heard of this before this, but he's basically Robin, or grown-up Robin. Like, he kind of like graduated. It's kind of like My Hero Academia, you know? In a sense, kind of. Like, Batman's All Might, and then Nightwing or Robin is like a sidekick, and then they become their own hero, and in a sense, that makes any sense. I just watched My Hero Academia. That's why I got it in the brain. I love the show so much. I'm reacting to it right now. It's on my channel. I'll play this. You can check that out. But I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you're subscribed to see all those future ones. The next one's going to be episode 100. It's going to be a big one. So I hope to see you there. But until the next video, take care and cue the music.